Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Easy English Talks podcast.
And hello, everyone. I'm Anna. Today we have a very interesting question. Do you need to speak fluent English?
Yes, or maybe we should say, do you need to speak fluently? But don't worry, we're not here to check your grammar.
Exactly. Relax. This is a safe place for English learners.
So, James, let me ask you, do people need to speak perfect English to be successful? Short answer, no.
Wow, that was fast.
Yes, episode finished. Goodbye, everyone.
Hey, we still have 20 minutes.
Okay, let's explain it better. Many students think they must speak English like a native speaker. They think, if I make one mistake, it's terrible.
Yes, I hear this all the time. Students say, I can't speak fluently, so I'm bad at English. But that's not true.
First, let's talk about what fluent means. Fluent means you can speak smoothly, without many pauses, and you can express your ideas clearly.
But fluent does not mean perfect.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time.
Me too. Sometimes I start a sentence and I forget what I wanted to say. My brain just says, goodbye.
That happens to everyone. So, if native speakers are not perfect, why should learners be perfect?
Good question. I think many learners feel pressure. Maybe at school, teachers focus a lot on grammar and tests.
Yes, and exams often want perfect answers, but real life is different from exams.
Let's imagine something. You travel to another country, you go to a coffee shop, you say, hello, I want coffee, please.
That's not a perfect sentence. Maybe it should be, I would like a coffee, please.
But does the barista understand you?
Of course.
Then communication is successful. That is the most important thing.
Communication is the goal, not perfection.
I love that sentence. Maybe we should print it on a t-shirt.
Yes, communication, not perfection. New business idea.
So, do you need to speak fluently? It depends on your goal.
Good point. Let's talk about different goals. For example, if you want to study at a university in an English-speaking country, you may need a high level.
Yes, because you need to understand lectures, write essays, and join discussions.
In that case, working on fluency is important. But still, you don't need to sound like a movie star.
Right. Now, what if your goal is to travel?
Then you don't need advanced vocabulary. You need useful, practical English. For example, where's the station? How much is this? Can you help me?
Simple sentences are powerful.
Very powerful. Sometimes simple English is the best English.
I agree. Also, many international conversations happen between two non-native speakers.
That's true. For example, a person from Brazil and a person from Japan may speak English together.
And both of them may have accents.
Yes, and that's completely normal. English is a global language.
So your accent is not a problem. Your small grammar mistakes are not a problem. The question is, can people understand you?
And can they understand you?
Exactly. Communication goes both ways.
Now, let's talk about confidence. Many students say, I know grammar, but I can't speak.
Yes, they understand a lot, but when they open their mouth, nothing comes out.
Why does that happen?
Fear. They're afraid of making mistakes. They're afraid people will laugh.
But let me tell you something important. Most people are not laughing at you.
They're usually thinking about their own problems.
Yes, maybe they're thinking, did I send that email? Not, oh no, this person used the wrong tense.
That's very true.
Also, when you try to speak another language, people often respect you.
Yes, they think, wow, this person speaks 2 languages. That's amazing.
So instead of feeling embarrassed, you can feel proud.
I like that. Change your mindset. Instead of thinking, my English is bad, think, I'm improving every day.
Let's give some practical advice. How can learners become more fluent?
First, speak regularly. Fluency is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it becomes weak.
Good example. If you go to the gym one time, you don't become strong.
I wish it worked like that.
Me too. One push-up and boom, super strong.
But in reality, you need practice again and again.
So, try to speak every day. You can speak with a friend, a teacher, or even alone.
Yes, talking to yourself is not crazy. Well, maybe a little, but it's useful.
You can describe your day. For example, now I am cooking dinner. I am cutting vegetables.
Or you can look around and describe what you see. There is a table. The table is brown. There's a laptop on the table.
This helps your brain think in English.
Second tip, don't translate everything in your head.
That's difficult, but very important.
If you always translate from your language to English, you speak much slower.
Try to learn phrases, not just single words.
Yes, for example, don't just learn the word interested. Learn the phrase, I'm interested in.
Or, it depends on.
These ready-made phrases make you speak faster and more naturally.
Third tip, listen a lot.
Podcasts, YouTube videos, TV shows, anything you enjoy.
When you listen, you learn natural rhythm and pronunciation.
And you also learn how sentences are connected.
Let's answer the main question again. Do you need to speak fluent English?
I would say you need to speak clearly and confidently, not perfectly.
Fluency is a journey. It takes time.
And remember, fluency looks different for everyone.
For a beginner, fluency may mean speaking simple sentences without stopping too much.
For an advanced learner, fluency may mean discussing complex topics.
So don't compare yourself to others.
Yes, especially not to people on the internet who say, I learned English in 3 months.
3 months? Maybe they studied 10 hours a day.
Or maybe they're not telling the full story.
Everyone learns at a different speed. That's normal.
The important thing is progress, not perfection.
Let's imagine 2 students. Student A speaks slowly but communicates clearly.
Student B speaks fast but makes many mistakes and is hard to understand.
Who communicates better?
Probably student A.
Exactly. Speed is not everything.
Sometimes when learners try to speak very fast, they make more mistakes and feel more stressed.
It's okay to pause. It's okay to think.
Even in this podcast, we sometimes pause.
Yes, but maybe we edit those parts.
Shh, don't tell them.
So, dear listeners, here is our message. You do not need perfect native-level English to live, work, travel, or make friends.
You need courage to speak.
You need practice.
You need patience with yourself.
Fluency will come step by step.
And remember, every time you speak, you are improving.
So don't wait until your English is perfect.
Because perfect does not exist.
Start speaking now with the English you have today.
That is more than enough.
All right, everyone. We hope this episode helped you feel more relaxed about your English.
If you enjoyed this conversation, try to use at least one new sentence today.
Yes, go outside and order that coffee in English.
Even if you are in your own country.
The barista may be confused, but it's good practice.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Bye, and see you next time. Bye-bye.